me at currently 6:16 just right now p.m.
Hi guys, what's up? It's time. So we're here right now at Alonsi. Yeah, so here with me right now is
Our best or good friends.
our
Our rogue.
our
useless
rogue is Ernel,
We got our
Luis,
upcoming
and Bran.
superstar, John Louis, and me, Brenny, right here.
Yeah. So uh, this podcast is about us talking about tabletops, any tabletops that we can play, I guess. Yeah. So we'll give you guys a short description about ourselves para you'll be familiar with us. Okay, so start with Ernel.
Okay, guys. Hello. Good evening. I'm Ernel Ercilia, and I love to play D&D. I usually play as Rogue and Saucer. Sometimes they call me useless, but that's your opinion. Huh?
So how did you start in playing like tabletop, or is D&D your first
Yeah.
tabletop?
Yeah. D&D is my first tabletop game, and it started when I saw some invitation in Facebook regarding the D&D. So I tried to go here in Alonsi and meet my first DM, and we started playing the Lost Mine of Pandalver.
Yeah, so you already finished the Lost Minds of Andover, but now you're playing it again.
I love to play it again because we did not get some of the side quests. I like to complete the full package of the Lost Mine, full side quest, and also I passed Lost Mine with a -1 modifier for Constitution. So I like to replay it again. Okay.
Okay, now so it's Jan Louis' turn. So
So, hello guys. I'm John Lois Absalica, 27 years old. Yeah. Nah.
Single.
I also play D&D last, I guess that's June 2019. That was last year. My first ever character that I played is a barbarian, a human barbarian. Yeah. How did I start playing D&D? There's a friend of mine. He introduced to me the tabletop game D&D. Well, he said na he was not he wants to test or practice as a DM. So we played in my house. It was late at night. That's 9 o'clock in the evening until 11 o'clock. So
pwede bang malaman kung
ah
sino yung DM?
sorry, my friend RJ Valladares.
So it's just like one-on-one.
Yeah, it's 1-on-1. Well, he also played with me. Yeah. Yes, a DM player then. But during investigations or
It's just you.
abilities, yeah, it's just me. Then yeah, it was fun.
Okay, so now the last but not the least, it's Bran.
Brandy.
Hello, good evening. Yeah, the name's Branny. You can call me Bran. Tabletop. So, currently I'm one of the owners of Alonzi, and here we share the joy of playing tabletop games. And what got me into tabletop was during the time when we visited Manila City, and saw people playing tabletop games there in cafes, and like said, why not bring this here and Bacolod, and
What
that's
year
where
was
it all
that?
started.
What year was that again? When you the first
That
time?
was 2018,
2000.
around September. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. So, can you guys remember your first ever character? I'm sorry, I forgot. I'm Carl, by the way. I forgot to introduce myself. Yeah, so I'm Carl. Well, I started last year lang. And then, yeah. Well, the most cliche, I guess, reason for to start D&D is I saw it in Stranger Things. And then, yeah, I looked it up in Facebook and I found Alonce. That's a message, and then yeah, so
We're here.
yeah, we're here.
All right.
So, can you guys remember your first ever character?
Yes. Yeah, unfortunately I do, and it's always Rogue. I like to play Rogue, and that's my first D&D character.
Yeah, like every time we play, I always think about your character like it's always Rogue. That's it.
Because I love Rogue because it's sort of a fighter because it gives damage. Damage can also give a great damage with its sneak attack, and also doing some tricky things. I like to investigate, open boxes, open doors, robbing people of their cash. I love that. And some sort of dark deeds. I enjoy that in D&D.
Okay, so yeah. Do you remember the your character's first name?
That was Hilltopper. Dan Hilltopper.
Dan Hilltopper. Okay, now yeah. How about
Me?
you? Yeah.
My first ever character,
Yeah.
it's a barbarian
Barbarian.
because
I always think about you like you're always the resident cleric.
yeah, but
No,
my
because like I mean, it fits your like character.
well, yeah, I'm a holy person,
Yeah.
holy person inside, but a barbarian person outside.
Holy Barbarian.
So
The holy
the
barbarian.
holy barbarian. So do you remember your first name? The first name of your character?
My first character,
Yeah.
ay, that was a pre-generated character, but I
Okay.
forgot his name. But it was a barbarian,
Oh, okay. Is it for like a one shot or
a one shot.
a one shot only? Okay. So how about you, Brad?
I also started playing with a barbarian. You know, 'cause, I mean, who doesn't wanna, just smash things?
Smash things.
I mean, that's where it all started. But now I'm usually playing warlocks, especially Hexblade. Thanks to Sanitize
Yeah.
Guide. Yeah.
Hexblade is your like your favorite?
Yeah, it's my favorite
right
now.
right
Gio.
now right now, or is it like your all time favorite?
It's my all-time favorite now, 'cause since I started using it. But I mean, I still use fighters and barbarians because why not? Basics are the best.
Okay, so we talk about now your first characters. How about your like the best character?
Oh, okay. Sorry, I skipped ahead.
No, it's okay. So, can you tell me about like what's the best character you made so far?
Well, as you said earlier, it's a cleric.
It's a cleric.
Well, it.
You're the only one.
Yeah, I'm the only one cleric in our group.
That's why I said like you're the resident doctor.
Yeah, the resident doc. Yeah. I love to play cleric. At the moment when I read the feature, the healer feature, where you can use a healer's kit to heal a person, and then you take a short rest, then you can use the healer's kit again.
Yeah, I always remember like if if I'm going to ask about like healing or like about healer or just about the cleric, I always refer to you because I know you're like you're the hardcore cleric.
Experience.
Yeah, experience guy.
But that was the first time lang na nag-cleric lang ako.
So yeah. So how about you?
Okay. My favorite character now is Saucer, Shadow Saucer to be precise. I like Shadow Saucer because it's dark.
Oh, sorry. So, your favorite character is cleric,
Yeah, is a
right?
cleric.
So, what class or I mean, what type of cleric?
A life domain cleric
A life
because it in the it gives life. It gives life. No, from the first yung skill, the first level skill of the cleric, which if you heal another creature, or if you heal a creature using a spell, it gives an additional 2 HP plus the spell level.
See, that's the thing. That's why when I talk about cleric, it's you because
That's why everyone loves me.
Everyone loves me, but every time in combat, I am the first one that
In the line.
died or what?
being unconscious in battle.
Yeah. So, how about you? What type of sorcerer?
That was Shadow Saucer. And the thing I love with regards to the Shadow Saucer is I can get the darkness spell free, not counting the spell zone of the sorcerer, and I can also use my meta magic in order to use darkness, but still I can see things around me. So that was an attack and also a defense. Enemy cannot see me, but I can see them, and I can fire away my
Any
spells,
Yeah.
in the darkness.
That's cool. Yes, Bran. How about you?
Oh yeah, so I talked about the hex blade,
Okay.
but since the damage output early on for warlocks are top notch, but usually for me I would usually multi-class it with paladin. So usually it's either you start level 1 as paladin to get all the benefits, the same as a fighter, or get warlock, which is just fine, and usually just get up to 3 levels of warlock, then take the pack of the blade, then multi-class into paladin, and so on and so forth for maximum damage output.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, very OP. So, as we go further, we already know how to create characters, right?
Yes.
I know we've created like a dozen of characters for one shots or even like for long running campaign. What can you give like an advice to newbies when making a new character? Do they need to pour everything, like fill out all the 3-page character sheet, or how about or just the first page and maybe later about the backstory?
Oh yeah, so usually for one shots, backstories aren't really that sentimental as compared to long running ones, but they would sometimes help, depends on what you put there. And I mean, usually for beginners, it's recommended that you should usually play the fighter or the barbarian class, so that you're not gonna have a hard time and you're still gonna enjoy your time playing D&D. I mean, hacking and slashing isn't that boring here. I mean, lots of things happen. Yeah, so after you feel a bit comfortable, I mean, that's the time you might wanna branch out into other classes, and that's the time you're gonna fill out the other page, which is your spell list page usually. So yeah, that's it.
Um, For me, I said my advice will be never ever make your constitution into a negative. Okay? To enjoy the
job.
game, never ever make it a negative modifier.
Have you ever tried that to one of your characters?
I did, and I survived. I survived the whole campaign.
Oh yeah, guys. By the way, so in D&D, we're talking about D&D. There are stats in D&D: strength, dexterity, constitution, intelligence, wisdom, and charisma. So Ernal is talking about his constitution.
And it refers
Mostly, it refers to HP or health points. Yeah.
Yeah, so with regards to ability scores, I mean, in D&D, you don't really have to what we call min-maxing here. Dumping all the highest numbers into particular ability scores just to make your character like super buff in a specific area or field. I mean, you can just mix it up, and the important thing is you're having fun with your friends.
Yeah.
And enjoy.
So, another question that popped into my mind. So, what if, like, if you created a barbarian or like maybe a fighter, right? So, or let's just say barbarian. So, the most basic to max your stats is strength, right?
Yeah, the
So,
strength.
did you guys make like an absurd character, like out of this world? You made a barbarian but you didn't max the strength. You made it into like a, I don't know, like a maybe
Like a tank,
like a,
just in front, and then you take all the damage.
I mean, did you
Max,
guys
Con and Dex, good job.
I mean, did you guys like think of it? Did you try to create that kind of experiment characters? Because when I create a character, I always want to make like this out of this world characters. But then I always like, oh shit, I need to make this character so that I can help my party. Or you're just there to like fuck the party.
You're just there.
So usually, I mean, compared to fighters, barbarians are literally what they say. They're barbarians. So, I mean, they don't usually think much. So
Just
yeah,
hack and slash.
Yeah, that's the literal hack and slash type character, and I think I've seen someone. I've heard someone talk about it somewhere in the internet that if you wanna be literally like a meat shield for your party, I think it's also a good idea to just make a tank barbarian. Like you literally don't want to deal any damage, but you have high AC and high HP. Yeah, so that's still viable in a sense. That depends on your party lineup. Hopefully, they have back damage output for you, so that you don't have to tank or soak up that much in front. So for barbarians, the only things you're gonna be focusing are strength, dexterity, and constitution. And if you wanna go tank, then that's just dexterity and constitution. But don't put your strength to negative. That would be just so sad.
if someone like does that, how like what goes to your mind when you see someone like, if you're a barbarian, you're putting negative on strength, or like a spellcaster on negative wisdom, int, or charisma?
What kind of spellcaster is that?
Well, it's a unique character, that's for sure.
Oh, well, actually, in the current UA, I think there's a new subclass for Barbarian, which is the
The Wild Surge.
Oh, wow.
Wild Surge.
The Wild Surge Barbarian, which actually is, you know, kind of magical, in a sense.
It's just like a wild magic of a sorcerer,
Yeah.
But who's not thinking?
but a badass wild
You know,
magic.
hitting people with the sword. Yeah.
So, um, when making a party, so how in your first game, how did you talk about your role in your first game in your first party? Like for example, we just got here and we just met, and there's a DM that wants to run a one shot. So how do you coordinate with other party members when creating a party, or just, oh, I want this, even though like one party is like all barbarian, all like that.
That actually happened. With the useless rogue, who was also a useless barbarian at that time. Thank you so much for helping me.
Someone shot us at our back.
That was your fault.
So yeah, guys, we've been playing a lot of one shot and D&D and other tabletop. So yeah, can you share us about that experience? Like, oh yeah, sorry, what's the party composed of?
Okay, so it was just a very short one shot because our DM was just waiting. A DM, not. I wasn't part of the party. I was just added on it. But my two other companions, was part of that campaign, but they were waiting for some of the players to still meet up with them. So the DM decided to have a short one shot in which he invited me, and so there were three of us, and for some odd reason, my two teammates decided to go barbarian. And so I decided to go a warlock hexblade. So they just call me a barbarian at heart. So there's three barbarians now in the group. And unfortunately, these guys, they were practically useless.
We are
along the
barbarians.
way.
We are barbarians. We have -1 intelligence. What do you expect?
So the story was, it was in the forest or the jungle per se, and we encountered monsters. I think it was like no, it was the spiders first. Yeah, there were a lot of spiders, regular ones and giant ones, and then after that we encountered forest traps, in which our barbarians, took 3/4 of the damage just by, walking through the traps. And by the time we got to the bridge, which was our main subject of the matter, and where the troll is, they had no HP. So, all's well that ends well. And
The barbarian died several times.
well, they didn't.
Unconscious.
They
maybe.
became unconscious. They didn't die, and after a few rounds, they became good friends with the troll, and that was a happy ending, right there.
So I can see that you're funneling your dice sets over there. So now, basic things you need when playing tabletop are dice sets, right?
Right.
So, are you guys a hoarder of dice?
Well, I'm a dives goblin.
So he's saying yes. He's a dice goblin. Yes, he's addicted.
So, how many sets do you have?
I already have 6 sets of dice.
6 sets of
And
dice.
how many hands do you have?
2.
Good job.
So yeah. Ernel, do you have any metal dice? No. Yeah. Oh, I think
Branded in
brand,
arcade.
yeah, brand has like,
Yeah, so we also have zinc alloy dices, or for short, metal dice. It's good as well. I mean, but if you're looking for more color and more design, then you should go for resin dices. But I mean, if you like the weight, then that's metal dices for you.
yeah. So before you buy metal dice, you should have like dice tray because
Yeah, you should have something to roll it on, unless you want to destroy everything in your path.
by the way, Alonsi are selling all kinds of
All
dice.
kinds of weird shit.
Yeah.
Mama.
They have dice tray, books, supplementals, everything. It's here. Stickers, Kimetsu no Yaiba.
Well, yeah, it's in short, it's like a pop culture shop in a sense with board games. So it's not just D&D. We also have just the basic games like Snakes and Ladders. If that's not basic yet, then we have Uno, which is more familiar to a lot of people. Unfortunately, we do not have a chessboard and a Game of the Generals board, because I mean a lot of people already have those. I mean, a lot of people have Snakes and Ladders, but it's for the kids. And we have other unknown games as well. I mean, like Ticket to Ride. I mean, it's known to those who play board games, but to the usual people, just those who have no idea with regards to board games. I mean, we have a lot of games here to try, and it's friendly and competitive as well.
Yeah. So, wait, shit. I forgot. I forgot to ask. Oh yeah, yeah. Um, did you guys like heard of D&D like way before, like maybe 5 to 10 years ago?
Yeah. Uh, as far as I remember, in one of our convention here in Bacolod, in Ayala Mall, if you remember, the first convention where we played
Dungeon
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Con.
I don't know, not Dungeon Con.
Ah, okay,
That
sorry.
was
What year was that?
that's 2014.
How old were you?
Right now? Yeah, that's 2014 where I discovered that there is a
Your love for the game.
tabletop for Dungeons and Dragons, where I didn't know that it was originally a tabletop game, not an arcade game.
Oh yeah, because
There's an
a
arcade
game. Yeah.
Yeah, I was actually shocked seeing that as well.
So, um, wait, I forgot. Wait a
So
minute.
when we first heard so for me, the first time I think saw or heard D&D was through TV series.
TV series,
I
yeah.
can't
Yeah, maybe.
really.
That's 1980.
Yeah, I can't really.
I'm the oldest guy here.
I can't really state a particular series where I first saw it, but I mean one of the easiest TV series would be Big Bang Theory to watch
Oh,
if
yeah.
you are D&D.
Yeah,
I mean,
Big
Stranger
Bang.
Things promoted it, but they came out already late. I mean, for those who have addiction to board games and D&D, I mean, you can already see it in past. Oh wait, it was in IT Crowd. That's it. It's a very old series. Yes, there's a very good D&D episode there. So
For me, I saw it cartoons on TV. It's Dungeons and Dragon cartoon series. So I
What?
was 1980. It was 1980.
what the hell?
Yeah, and I tried to check it out, and then I got some information that it's from a board game. So that's why. Starting that year, 1980, I really loved to play Dungeons and Dragons until recently I saw it in Facebook that there is a Dungeons and Dragons community here. So that's why I started playing.
Yeah. I was about to ask you guys, Um, do you guys prefer role play like early on?
I love role playing.
You like role play?
Okay.
You advise to role play every time or
So, role playing. With regards to role playing, it's usually good to role play if, I mean, if everyone else is role playing, but if you're the only
Yeah.
one, then I mean it's gonna be sad.
Maybe.
But yeah, the fun of role playing as a group, especially with your friends, is that you get to explore, this different side of you, and you might be good at impromptu speaking. Who knows? You might win contest in the future.
Yeah. No,
May-
I like role playing because uh, uh, you can you can explore your character. You can put flaws, ideals in your character, and tweak it a little so that you can also enjoy. Like as a rogue, my flaws would be I like to steal valuable things like money, gold, and so when we're on our adventure, I usually ask for rich guy. I try to sneak, get this money, or try to swindle someone. That's part of the game. You will enjoy it. Try to tweak your character so that it will be something that you like or something that you want to be. Okay, enjoy the game.
how about you?
Yeah, I like role playing, but I'm not role playing a lot of time. but
Why?
but for beginners, it's okay if you are not going to role play at first, or else maybe like the friend of Ernel here.
So yeah, a side note
Yeah.
with regards to beginners in role playing, I mean, you don't have to role play if you don't really, if you're still feeling shy or if you're not up to it.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to role play. You can just like talk in a way or say something in a way that your character would be role playing in the story.
Let's go.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
We have another guest right
Yeah.
here coming in. It's
DM
DM
Nesto.
Nesto.
Tugs, tugs, tugs. Yeah. He's already late. So yeah, we have our
So we have a
first
new guest
aud-
right here.
Go.
Introduce yourself, please.
DM Nesto. Tugs, 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 tugs.
So we have a new guest, DM Nesto. So as for his name, which starts with DM, he's a dungeon master. So for if you're interested in playing D&D,
Yes.
so he's the guy to go to.
Yes, he's available
He's
24/7.
available 24/7.
7.
Ay, sorry.
Yeah. Wait, we're having like
We're having
yeah, it's all right.
technical difficulties. Not literally technical.
Yeah, so if you're here in Bacolod, try to visit Alonce. It's in front of Sineco. And beside City Appliances. Yeah. They have like great menu here and very affordable.
Sessions for D&D is scheduled every day.
Every day.
Every day except Tuesday.
Every day.
Every day except Tuesday.
Except Tuesday. But DM Nesto will find a way.
If you're
And you can also inquire with DM Brandon and DM Con.
No.
if you're looking to play out of time, feel free to contact DM Nesto.
Also, he DMs through group text messages. That's how very flexible he is.
Text-based
Text based.
Lord.
He's so like advanced That's why he's taking the D&D to a new platform, text-based. If you guys are playing on Messenger, that's nothing. DMness is playing in text. Anyways, yeah. Um. Uh. I forgot. I also forgot again my question. There was supposed to be a follow-up question about the role playing. So, what if like one of the party member, or here's the thing: what if the DM urges you to role play, but then you guys aren't feeling any of it, like you don't feel
So yeah,
like
for I
role-playing?
think I get what you're saying. For example, like you're new to the group and
Yeah.
especially you just joined
you're,
the group.
you're
who-
shy,
Yeah,
you don't
and
know.
You don't know anyone.
Yeah, and then
literally
like
anyone.
and then like you're a half elf, but you're making these orc sounds.
So
I mean,
yeah, I mean, if you don't want to role play, but your DM wants to role play, unfortunately, the table usually is under the DM's rules. So I mean, there are different kinds of DMs. So maybe that DM is just not for you.
Yeah,
But I
I
mean,
agree with that.
you can just you can find other groups. There are a lot of groups who play D&D, and you'll find your comfort spot somewhere.
yeah, you can also like tell your DM like you're not comfortable with this or that. Anyways,
Yeah.
most
Especially DM Nesto, he's so open
Yeah.
to these things. He accepts, lots of
But
suggestions and
but-
comments.
And most DMs usually don't really do roleplay and stuff.
yeah, actually most of the DMs are good naman. So yeah, they understand.
Yeah, role playing's fun, especially with a group of role playing people as well. But if the group isn't really role playing that much, I mean, there's no point in doing it by yourself. I mean, that's gonna be so sad.
But yeah, I guess when playing D&D and role playing with friends, it's just like I guess it adds the fun.
Yeah,
Because-
so a note to role playing is it usually happens when you're interacting with people. So it usually
NPCs,
happens. Yeah, it
yeah.
usually happens in towns or in bars. And there's another thing in D&D which is called exploration. So I mean, that's usually sometimes it's in the city if you're looking for things, but it's usually outside. And I mean, you're not really required to role play during that time, unless you're gonna be talking with a teammate. So it's better to role play so that you'll really feel the environment.
Here's a tip. If your friend or your DM wants you to role play, try to role play a mute or deaf character if you're shy. Okay?
That's a good suggestion right there from our useless rogue.
If you're shy and he's forcing you, so role play a deaf or mute character.
That's what I said. A good suggestion. I'm the useless rogue.
Good job. Wow.
Great words, wisdom from our good old rogue.
Or pick a character who has a different language and not speak at all.
Like what you always do.
Yeah. So, we're talking about this role playing and everything and about D&D. What's the best for you, in your opinion? What's the best like tabletop game or like system for you? Is it like D&D, COC, or other types?
The role playing, the RPG system. The RPG system. Oh, that's a good question. So.
My cleric will answer that.
Oh, okay. Lou.
I always
Answer that.
Okay. So I'll
You're
be
the most
answering
experienced here.
for both me and John Louis here. So for the systems with regards to tabletop role-playing games, the reason why we play D&D, we also play other games as well, of course. But the reason why we play a lot of D&D as regards to the other games is because it's usually easier to get into playing
Tabletop
Dungeons and Dragons as compared to other games. I'm not really sure because I haven't tried a lot, or I've only tried a few. But Call of Cthulhu is also a good game to start with. I mean, because basically, as compared to D&D, where you have classes which have different traits, in Call of Cthulhu, you're practically a human being. With just a different job. Yeah, I think that's also an easy tabletop role-playing game to get into, but the only thing I think that's hard for Call of Cthulhu is with regards to stories.
Investigation.
Because you really need to make a good story, or you need to get one that's already pre-made, as compared to D&D, where usually a lot of DMs make their own stories. And they're the ones who share their stories to outsiders, and it's usually faster. The game is faster, and
So you choose D&D?
the world is easier to control.
So, for those who doesn't know anything about D&D, there is like 5 editions, right?
So we're currently in the fifth edition of D&D, which started during 2014.
14.
Got it right.
With regards to that, what do you think is the best edition?
So sadly,
I cannot answer that because
sadly for me also, I just started playing in 5th edition as well. I mean, maybe next time we get someone here who started playing during
First edition.
Someone started playing 1st edition and someone in 2nd and 3.5.
Yeah, we can
Yeah,
like
can ask
have it
MJ,
like a
and
guest
we have
or
Sir Bams as
Yeah.
well. I
We
mean,
started third ed, right?
I think MJ
Sir Bam.
started 3rd or 3.5, and Sir Bam started 1st edition. Yeah, so if we can get those guys to talk. Oh, second. I'm sorry, he started 2nd, so that's very long. And I mean, you can count their age from there. So sorry.
Yeah, so Ernel, mostly all of us here played in 5th
So
edition.
yeah, currently the ones on the table are we all started in 5th edition, and we have just started recently.
2014.
Yeah, we just started recently. We're not even up to a year yet in D&D. But
So-
I mean, we love the game and we share it to anyone who wants to play and have fun.
Yeah, so diba there's like other games or tabletops.
So yeah, there are other tabletop role-playing games as well that are close to D&D.
D&D.
We have Pathfinder. We also have Pathfinder 2. We have Starfinder. We also have the Star Wars RPG, which I haven't explored yet.
There's also Final Fantasy RPG.
Yeah, there are a lot actually. It's just that I don't know the history of D&D in other places, but I mean they're usually shown in the TV series. So I mean that's how
Which TV
people
series?
people got into it, and fantasy, magic, they have it.
So, again, question. When you start playing D&D, does it matter if you read the player's handbook or
So
Does
in
it
playing
like-
D&D for the first time, I
does
think
it matter
you're
like
literally
playing?
just learning it.
Does it matter like to read the player's handbook or just play right off the bat without like homebrewing all the
I mean-
rules? And
If you're DMing, you're gonna have the rules. But if you're a player, it doesn't hurt if you're not gonna read the whole freaking player's handbook, because that's gonna melt your mind. But you can read up on the specific pages on which the character you want to play or anything you want to know. It's all there, and we have other books as well that can help you. But PHB is a good way to start reading up on it.
So, how do you guys like tell other player if they like the rules are the way they understand the rules is different, bala? How do you tell
Okay,
them?
so
Like how do you like
they misinterpreted the
gracefully tell?
Yeah. Tactfully tell.
Yeah, so we usually just talk to them and just correct them and tell
Hey,
them
you,
that
that's wrong.
like
that?
like that. Yeah. Like, no, that's not the way. This is the right way. Yeah, like that. But it's all fun. They learn from their mistakes, and you can't force everyone to read the rule book. Sometimes the DM can just homebrew the rules and adjust the rules for some of his players. Yeah.
Yeah.
So another question. How will you react when a player buff his character like illegal way?
What?
Like illegal way, like say power up his character instead of +1 for the modification, he made it +2, and you're the DM.
Like
Then you're out.
did you
Then you're out.
did he just like
Out of my table.
did like cheat like
Uh,
he doesn't like any knowledge like
no,
or
you can fully change it like something.
Or I think our useless rogue is saying that, for example, you have the modifier of a +1, but that's what you got, the +1. But for some extensive reason, you decided to make it into a +2 without anyone knowing. That's on you.
yeah.
But usually DMs would ask for your character sheets, your stats before going.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's
Oh,
not
yeah.
it's not bad that if no one's gonna know that you cheated except you, but that's on you.
More likely you're spoiling yourself.
Yeah, you're just
Oh, yeah.
spoiling yourself. What's the just max all your characters then.
You're
Yeah,
still
so-
going to die.
Or that.
But if you're going to make your cheating tactics very obvious, the DM will notice it and will kill your character. And
Yeah, guys. So there's also like
In a legal
ways
way, but
to cheat
illegally.
in playing tabletop. So yeah, just avoid cheating, and if it's your fate,
Well, yeah,
just accept.
you can cheat. The way to cheat in D&D is knowing rules that your DM doesn't really know. That's the only way you can cheat the game.
you read a lot of books and understand the rules.
That's the DM's fault for not reading.
How about he edited the character, put some skills like.
For skills that will be fairly obvious, I think, as compared to the ability score modifiers, which are just a few scratches away. Yeah.
So guys, lesson here: enjoy the game. Don't cheat. It's not fun.
If your character
Unless
dies,
your DM doesn't know the rules, so it's
Yeah.
fine.
So no. Yeah, we ran out of words. But yeah, so
Yeah, why? English is Spanya. What do you know in?
pero kung mag-Tagalog, mas mananosebleed ako, except for the other person I know. Have a hard time speaking.
yeah, we're all friends here, just chilling out. Yeah. Do you guys have like do you have something that want to talk about, like
What? Love life?
love life?
Hey, a minute.
Now we're talking about D&D here.
Wrong topic.
I have like a ton of questions that in regards to the topic we talk about, but it just I blanked out. So
Well, we don't really have questions, but I mean, for D&D and for anyone who might be interested or know someone who's interested, we're open to teaching them. I mean, there's no payment fee.
Yeah.
I mean, we want to add more players to the community.
yeah,
And
that's one of the reasons why we're doing this podcast, because on the next podcast we're gonna talk about like how tabletop
We're gonna have a one shot.
how tabletop affect like our social or like our confidence, how it help us as a person. It's so deep.
D&D for me made me become closer to a rising star known as John Lewis, aka Johnny Boy.
D&D opens my mind and my eyes. You will get what you deserve.
Useless, bro.
So yeah, guys. That's all for now. On the next following episode, there will be a lot of topics to talk, and there'll be more of
One
us
shot.
discussing about tabletop, introducing some of my friends here.
Especially DM
Nesto, Alex is just shy right now. She's busy. I know she wanted to like talk about something about her
Love life?
her home brewing stuff. Yeah, so to wrap this up, just visit Alonsi here. The people here are great. They sell merchandise here.
We sell lots of weird
books.
stuff.
And also
you were
like
wondering about health potion and mana potion, you can find it here.
they have like 1,000 of tabletop games here, from Monopoly, everything.
Yeah, so we have usually the basic games
Yeah.
up to the moderate. We don't really have a lot of the hard ones, except like
Snake and ladders.
the advanced snake and ladders. Alright.
Snake and ladders using 5e.
So yeah, I mean, the games here have their own rules, but people sometimes add their homebrew rules to it to make it more interesting. So that's fine here.
Yeah, so yeah, just visit Alonsi here in front of Cineco beside City Appliances. And on the next episode, we're gonna talk about more about D&D and other stuff. Right now, maybe we can talk about COC here because our keeper's not here. Yeah, so
Exams.
just stay tuned lang.
Exams. Socks.
And that's it. Cheers.
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 Bye bye.
Bye-bye.